Welcome,
Hey,
everyone.
Tim.
Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 158. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Matt Edwards. What's up, Matt?
Hey guys, I'm tired as heck. How's it going?
What's up, Tim?
What's up?
What's up, Stephen Price?
Hello.
What is up, Beefhead?
What up, dudes?
All right, so I wanted to show off. Now, let me see if I could. How do we do this here? Hold on. Okay. My new book, Paradise is Life. Take a look at that. What do you think, Mr. Matt Edwards?
It's got an umbrella on it.
Well, that's the
Get out of
character.
town,
That's
we'll do it
the
again.
character, man. That's the character. The Tomorrow Girl. That's her umbrella. Beautiful, right? 11th book. Doing the 12th, just in time for the 12th Doctor now. Pretty cool, right? I just got that in the mail. What was it, like a couple weeks ago? So.
How do I get my hands on one?
Well, I will tell you. Someone's calling right now to find out, actually, and you could actually get it on the Kindle. You can get it on a paperback. You can get it on a hardcover. You can get it at bn.com, barnesandnoble.com. You can get it on amazon.com. You can get it on Google, the iTunes, all different things. All you have to do is type in my name on Google. And it's not Matrix Lord 212, my real name, Joseph J. Capriccioso, Capriccioso. Try to say that 5 times fast.
212.
Here you go. You type in my real name and on Google, and you could probably find out about my books and Matrix Lord. But you type in Paradise is Life also on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. And this is the 3rd book in the Tomorrow Song series. Very positive series. And this was the previous one, Promised Dream. Okay. So, there I am right there.
Golly gee willikers, Joe. What's it about?
Okay, well, basically it's about the character, the man of nothing, who has went through hell and back, been through 9 years of depression. Finally, things are going his way. When everything starts picking up, the one thing he wasn't expecting was to find a new love, a new life. And he has an unexpected romance that leads to a new relationship. And then, of course, we always have the villain of the books, the time traveler right here, that is constantly giving him the title The Man of Nothing. The reason he's making him nothing, this guy right here, the shadow character who will be revealed later on, his real name, and also his buddy, Slayer, is also a time traveler. So in what he loves to do is he loves to make this guy suffer, and she is the final chapter. If she gets her hands on him, she's going to kill him. So it's a really, really positive series, going through different things in life with a little sci-fi element. We also have the friend of the Man of Nothing who has become a little jealous and wants to ruin their parade there, and it also reflects basically when you're happy in life, it doesn't matter what the weather is, it doesn't matter if it's cloudy, it doesn't matter if it's raining. When you're happy, paradise is life, and it also shows you don't see the evil in the background ready to strike because you're so happy, you're so blind, you don't see all the stuff around you that goes on where people are actually trying to take away your happiness. People, because they're not happy, look to destroy you. And also there's other reasons behind why these two individuals traveled through time to make this guy's life a living hell. So check out Paradise is Life. It just got released on Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
And as you can see, our phone lines are going up.
Yeah, they're going. It's like a telethon. It's crazy.
Yeah, operators are standing by.
I can't even believe it, man. It's just I'll let the operator take care of that. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I really think that this is the best cover ever. Really, even the back cover, it's like one big cover, And if you put these two suckers together, Like, it's really, really beautiful. I think these are like the best covers I've ever seen, you know. And it's a positive series where Sorrow Separation series was him dealing with the pain, the emotional anguish of losing a lot of different things in his life, and the depression, and trying to come out of it, and the struggles and all the different obstacles that he faced. This is actually 9 years later. It's coming out of the depression. It's getting all these positive things in his life, but then of course you still have to deal with what's in the background. You still have to deal with the haters. You have to deal with your own individual villains that people are just don't want you to succeed. So it's an emotional book. It's an uplifting book. It's a book of poetry / story, where the poems are part of the story, and each individual character are talking with the poetry, and it's really beautifully done. And it's going to be a wonderful series. It's going to I say the next issue. It's like a comic book. The next book is going to be phenomenal, and they all are. I mean, I'm very happy with writing about positive, and you know, it's all going to leak into my science fiction novel, Future Factor, which that will be coming soon too. So.
Yes, Joe, but what about the screenplay? Surely there must be a film in the works.
Well, Future Factor would be, that's the main baby, the science fiction novel, which that is coming. All the characters are kind of leaked into my books, so we've got a taste of it so far. We've got a few that have appeared since book 6 of Shadows Reign, so I'm looking forward to that. So what else? Other than that, that was my brief little plug. I usually don't like to plug my books on my YouTube channel, but that was a brief little plug I'm happy about.
Yeah, well, you should be proud of it, to be honest with you, mate. No, you've achieved a lot in a very short amount of time. You deserve to applaud yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. It's been a while. This book should have been out before, like years before, but with Hurricane Sandy hitting and causing a real disruption in my life financially, finally, I mean, I remember doing Michael Shannon's podcast, where he did him and the old doc. They did a podcast on my book signing, and it was last August. And I was saying how I can't wait for Paradise's Life to come out. And that was last August. I mean, it's been so long. It sucks when everything's pushed back, you know, and it's like now you gotta rebuild, and it's like you go back a couple levels, you know, and it's like finally, hopefully within the next 2 weeks, everything will be back to normal. I'll have a car again. That has been the biggest drawback, not having a vehicle and having to walk everywhere in public transportation, and you know, it's a strain on the body too. But I think I'm coming out of it and going to be stronger than ever. And it's just, you know, I try to tell with the books, I try to push people. You know, there's a lot of disasters that happen in your life. There's a lot of different things, whether it be a storm, whether it be the loss of a parent or a family member or a breakup. And I try to push people to show that there are better things on your horizon. There are, like, life doesn't end. Life goes on. And you can't get sunk into depression. You've got to climb out of it. You've got to rise. And you've got to, you know, you can't just get so depressed you don't want to get up out of bed, you don't want to take a shower, you don't want to leave the house. You got to just get out there and make something out of your life. And you got to, regardless of what's going on, you got to be strong enough to deal with all these obstacles. And you know, there are times when you don't expect it, where life gets, you know, filled with joy and happiness, and you remember your time in the sun, and you will do anything to get it back. So that's basically it.
Indeed.
I bore
I
you,
think we
Matt
can all
Edwards.
relate.
No, I was just gonna say, you gotta keep in mind I have not been to bed.
All right.
And it's near noon, and I've not been to bed since last night.
He's getting tired. All right. Well, let me try to wake you up with some articles. Penny Dreadful, as you know, has been confirmed for a second season. Very good news. Great show, right, guys?
Apart from Billy's accent, yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand Billy Piper's accent. You? Oh, God. That drives me nuts. What is it? Oh, I don't know.
In this form, she is called Bad Stereotype.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a big rise from the other role that she had on Secret Diary. big difference there, I'm sure. But
I'm starting to see a running theme in her.
yeah, I think so.
Maybe two running themes.
Also, the episode count has been increased. It's supposed to be 8 episodes this season, and next season is going to be 10, I believe.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
look how soon they got to figure out how many episodes a season they're getting.
yeah, it's very easy to throw on some episodes. If you remember Walking Dead, they kept adding episodes every year, so they didn't care. So
Yeah,
Let's just hope they don't run out of ideas.
exactly. So I think that's going to be great. The directors of Ghost Rider, besides joking that they wish that X-Men Days of Future Past erased their Ghost Rider timeline, they say that the next Ghost Rider should be a reboot. It should be fresh. So, and I agree. I agree.
Is that the one that's going to ride the convertible?
Well, they're not going to be. It's not going to be no driving the car. It basically they took out all stops the last Ghost Rider movie, and they even showed what happens when Ghost Rider goes to the bathroom. Really bad form. Really bad. Peeing fire was just drew the line for me, and I was just what a horrible movie.
Well, I mean, we all kind of assume that's what happened. I mean, come
But
on.
who cares? It's like, oh my God. Now, Michael Shannon will be happy to know that The Stand is going to be turned into a film that is going to be 3 hours and rated R.
I'm just waiting for that rated R Deadpool movie. Please, God.
So, The Stand, get ready for a 3-hour rated R Stephen King movie. Probably very different from the TV show. Also, if anybody's seen Divergent 2 cast Naomi Watts as the factionless boss. She will be joining Kate Winslet on there, as well as I can never pronounce her name right. What's the one that was going to be Mary Jane? Shailene Woodley? What the heck was it? Oh my God! How dare I get that name wrong? That's so bad. You never get a name right. But that's what's going on with that. We've seen. The other thing I wanted to talk about, Jupiter Ascending. Basically, was the first casualty.
Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Was the first casualty of 2014 because it's running for the hills. It is delaying. What is it, like 7 months, 8 months delay?
Really? That's a hell of a delay.
It's not 6 months delay. Or even a year. They don't even know yet because they don't want to go anywhere near. That's just crazy. They feel that the movie's gonna suffer with all these movies out. So that's not gonna come out till next year now.
Well, it's going to be a very effects-laden, heavy movie anyway, as is a lot of the Wachowski sibling stuff anyway. So you'd expect to say.
And you know what? Maybe it's better if they move it because it would have failed if with all these movies coming out too. You know. So,
doesn't that show a lack of confidence in their film though? If they're afraid they can't compete.
Well, yes and no, because the thing is, it's all about timing. It's all about releasing it at the right time, and if you release it at the right time, it could be successful. But they don't want it to get caught up with all the summer movies and then get thrown out. You know, they want it to have a little space, a little where there's not really that much competition. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe they feel that way, maybe not. But this is a new trend now. There's a new trend where the summer movies, they start throwing themselves out. Like Turtles. Turtles was delayed. I know, but Turtles was delayed, right? BFET? A lot.
Yes, it was, yeah. Yeah, reworking it even because it didn't test well.
G.I. Joe 2, Retaliation was delayed. World War Z, if that would have came out, that would have been a bomb if it would have came out when it did. So they're delaying. This is the new trend now. They're pulling back the horse, so to speak. So
no balls.
Stephen Price.
Yep.
Where you going, bro? Any conventions lately?
August is my next one.
Excellent.
That's just a small one, and the big Comic Con in November then.
Right. That's awesome. So Beef had, what else was I going to say, Beef? We're going to do a Game of Thrones cast.
Yeah, Matt Edwards is very excited about that.
Yes, so excited.
It's quite ironic that we were talking about on the last Everything show. We were talking about possible casting for Commissioner Gordon, and there's what was the name that I saw bandied about for him? Bryan Cranston is the name that's been rumoured at the moment, but you just don't know.
That's interesting. They keep.
And to be honest with you, the other name that a lot of fans are saying that they'd like to see is Doctor Strange, which is quite a hard one to pitch, is the guy who plays Littlefinger out of Game of Thrones. And looking at him, it might not be a bad choice.
He might be actually phenomenal, actually, as Doctor Strange. I would say so.
Yeah, those are only speculations at the moment, but I mean, if you're trying, those are quite hard people to put names and faces to because they've. Well, certainly Commissioner Gordon, what Gary Oldman's done with it, it's very hard to pitch new people towards it.
Yeah.
But aside from that, there's not much. Aside from that, it's all speculation. Everything else I've seen the last hour or so has just been rehashed old stories, to be honest with you. Kick-Ass 3 is definitely going to be happening. Well, that was, we knew that
was going to happen, even though it did profit. I mean, it was profitable.
Yeah,
so
as a percentage.
We knew that was happening.
Mark Miller has said he's only going to do 3, though. They said, let's do 4 and 5, but he says he wants to stay true to the
comic ends in 3, yeah.
Yeah. So, aside from that, I haven't seen much of the stories today, but I will have a root about and see if I can find anything.
Well, I have big groundbreaking news. Surprise, surprise. Gwen Stacy is coming back.
What, to the comics?
Yes. Surprise there. And wasn't
that one of the ones you said signals the end of days, really?
The ends of Marvel Comics in general. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Now we know the Marvel Universe. They designate it by number. So it's Earth 616. That's the Marvel Universe, and then all the other ones are alternate reality Marvel Universe. Dan Slott is creating the Spider-Verse storyline, where it's supposed to show every Spider-Man alternate universe ever. And it turns out that, of course, Peter Parker is going to encounter Gwen Stacy, the Spider-Woman. Turns out something happens in this alternate reality where maybe he gets knocked out of the way and she gets bitten by the spider and becomes Spider-Woman. And, of course, you're dealing with alternate reality, so you know it was bound to happen that he was going to have Gwen Stacy in his face. But this time having his powers, too. So while they're dealing with the threat of Moreland, he's going to have to deal with seeing the love of his life, Gwen Stacy, return. So I don't know what's going to, if she's going to be remaining in the Marvel Universe or not, but Gwen Stacy, alternate reality Gwen Stacy, is coming into the picture. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, interesting, I think is the word, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember Stan Lee saying that he made the comic where it could be possible and believable, and then they took the comic and they did all kinds of crazy things in it where it's impossible. And it's like, like he said it. He says, I could see somebody, creating like web shooters and using their brain, you know what I'm saying? But then and his books were, it's like you could see certain things, but then you go with time travel and all that stuff, it gets to be becoming a comic book. Like, I mean, that's what it is. So
it's like we were saying. It's like Mr. Marvel was saying yesterday about making comics, easier to get for kids. Also, making the stories very convoluted like that. You can understand evolving it, but don't make it too hard for kids to actually gain entry into it.
Right. Well, it's just another thing too. They're going to show, and if you remember Spider-Man, the animated series, they had a couple episodes where there was alternate reality Spider-Man, and they had Doc Ock as Spider-Man, like with arms coming out or whatever. So you had to think that maybe they got these storylines from someone else, but. I can't wait to see the Spider-Verse storyline with all the different Spider-Man, the Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Man 2099, and all the different Spider-Man, getting killed off by Moreland, because he's just.
Well, yeah, I'll be pretty pleased because Morlun was a superb baddie to be honest with you.
And I'm glad he's not dead either, because that would have broke the record and show that Peter Parker, Spider-Man killed somebody for the first time. So I'm glad that we know he's eternal and can't be killed. So that was pretty cool. Other than that, we got a lot of other stuff happening behind the scenes. We have these movies are just killing it at the box office. Godzilla's still doing strong. Maleficent's doing strong. Spider-Man's climbing a little bit. It's almost at $700 million. So we got some big box office things, and we also see Mark Hamill with the lightsaber. You know he's going to use the lightsaber in Star Wars. A lot of good things to come.
News for you, Joe. Sherlock Holmes Under the Baskervilles, starring Tom Baker, which was made in 1982, is finally getting a DVD release.
Wow!
In July on the 20th.
That's pretty awesome.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. Also, what else are we going to say? It's hard to figure out that I'm at a loss of words because it's. But there is. Let's see here. What else? All right. So you want to talk a little Game of Thrones? We talk a little Game of Thrones.
Oh no! So, I think, like we were saying the other night, you've got 2 episodes left to run on the season. It's up to you if you want to do a retrospective.
I think we're gonna do a cast, a Game of Thrones cast on it, and we're gonna cover the whole season. So we'll probably get Mike Rashan and everybody together for that. We're gonna be doing a walking cast, get close to Walking Dead, all the news that's happening. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing podcasts. Probably not gonna be doing podcasts tomorrow. Maybe Sunday I will. But if anybody's interested in my work, real life, check out Paradise's Life. Look me up on Amazon.
And other titles.
Yeah, look me up on Amazon. And just think, in this day and age, you can buy something like this for $3.99 for a Kindle ebook, or pretty cheap, these books, and you can get them paperback and get them hardcover. Check me out. Other than that, we're going to be doing the Centauran experiment. Probably, I'm hoping I can squeeze it out on the weekend. I don't know. But we're all getting that, and we're going to be going with Tom Baker for a little bit, and we're going to hop around. We're going to do John Pertwee, we're going to do Sylvester McCoy, we're going to go all over the place with the Real Beans cast. Other than that, what do you have to add, Beef? Anything?
I'm intrigued to know, as you've seen virtually every new release that's been in the cinema the last week or so, do you have any films left to watch this week? Are you out to the cinema this evening?
I probably will be going to the movies maybe twice. I've probably seen Tom Cruise's Edge of Tomorrow. And then, I think that's it for this weekend. And the next weekend, How to Train a Dragon 2, I'll probably see. And there's a few other movies I want to see. The Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore blended movie. And there's a few. I mean, if there's nothing else to see, I'll probably see those. Yeah, I'm a movie nut. I like going to the movies. So I'll be doing that. I'm also going to probably be filming, if I can, at the Avengers Station, if I could do that on the weekends.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That I'm going to try to see if the weather's permitting. We can go into the city. We can see Iron Man and all these S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff and Marvel stuff. That would be pretty cool. So it looks like a good weekend so far it's going to be. That's pretty much it. I mean, you guys see the stunt double for Clara today on Doctor Who?
Yeah.
No, I haven't looked yet.
That looks like a Dr. Light episode, right?
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of disappointed that the doc somehow inexplicably gave her his Sonic for no reason.
Well,
We don't know. We haven't seen the episode.
Sarah Jane Smith had a sonic screwdriver, and River Song had a sonic screwdriver, and Amy Pond had it here and there. They can let them use it, but I mean, why not?
You got a second unit filming somewhere else as well.
Well, they film.
They're filming in Barry.
Right.
So don't I?
And also, what did you have to say, Stephen Press, about Paul McGann? Who said that?
Paul McGann.
Oh, who was
No,
saying
not saying
something?
who.
Oh,
I did. I
yeah,
said
yeah, Matt.
that I heard from I said I was watching a panel from a Comic Con that Paul McGann went to in the past couple days that somebody uploaded. They asked him what he was currently working on that we could look out for, and he said, "I'm currently in the midst of something where if I told you all what it was, I'd have to kill you."
Right.
So, and it was a Doctor Who panel, so we can all assume.
Okay.
Let the,
Well,
let the
I
speculation
honestly, I think
Dark Eyes 3.
I honestly think they're going to be doing the 10th anniversary next year for New Who. I really do, and I think that he will be a big chance he's going to be a part of it with Matt Smith, David Tennant, hopefully, because David Tennant's a busy man now all of a sudden. So,
Well, think of it this way: if he does, then what do the people say? Well, they say, "Oh, they care more about the 10th anniversary than they did
No,
the
I
50th
think-
because
I
of the Fuddy
think-
Dudders," or are they just doing it because of the response from the 50th from the Fuddy Dudders?
well, here's the thing. I think that this would be more relaxed for Moffat to do than the 50th. 50th was a lot of pressure, but they are already putting Doctor Who back in the theaters with David Tennant's two-part.
It might just be part of the current season.
Right, but they're already starting to put Doctor Who in the theaters to test it with David Tennant's two-parter with the Cybermen. So I honestly believe that the next crossover, like the next multi-Doctor story, if it is the 10th anniversary, it's going to look a lot more smoother, and the story's going to be a lot more like it's going to be. We're not going to have little things with the Zygons, but like why they're there. I think it's going to be a lot more relaxed environment, no pressure, and I think it's going to be a fun experience.
That's what I'm saying. If you do a 10th anniversary special, they'll just probably just make it part of the series, part of the season. Yeah. Like it'll be like the Three Doctors was part of that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to necessarily be the new Doctors either. They could just do an anniversary special.
In other words, I don't think it'll be a standalone special. It'll just be part of the run of episodes of season 9 if they do it.
And I think,
maybe take an extra 20 minutes on or something.
And I'm hoping he realized it was a mistake to leave the classic guys out, because look at the 5 Doctor-ish thing.
Except that they didn't get left out, and if they did, it would be totally oversaturated. But okay.
No, but I think they're going to be included this time, because I think that people they put it on DVD, that little comedy skit with the Peter Davison and Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy and Paul McGann and everybody.
Well, right, guys, my food is here. I gotta go.
All right, and we're actually down to getting countdown for Zoom. We're on a limited schedule with Zoom, so I want to thank everybody for appearing on the Everything Show 158. If you get a moment, go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, check out my books. If you want to purchase them, that'd be nice. Leave me some comments. If anybody wants to get a book and review it, that would be nice too.
Don't check them out, buy them.
Yes, buy them. I never really promote my books on my YouTube. I don't know why I feel guilty about doing it, but
he has many other books you can buy, and each one of them has a Facebook page.
Yes, thank you. Yes, a lot of my books have Facebook page. Well, some books that are not even out yet have Facebook pages. But thank you, Mr. Edwards. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Steve Price, Beefhead. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.